Okay, this morning was 49 degrees, and a lot of people are gonna say, hey, that's not cold. Where I live, it's 20 or 15. Well, everything is relative. If you have a 200 horsepower car, it's not that fast. But if the previous car was only 70 horsepower, it's pretty fast. So last Sunday was 84 degrees, so to go from 84 to 49, that's pretty cold. So that's why I am wearing my hoodie. And guess what? I haven't seen this car in over a week. Look how gorgeous that is. So today Sean is going to do the color correction. Well, it doesn't really need that much color correcting because I kind of told you before, the paint is actually pretty good. You see it, the reflection of the light there. There's a little bit of swirling. Not that bad at all. It really isn't bad, but a little bit there. That's just a smear. Might be a little bit where I removed the emblem. Not really. I kind of waxed it, did a real light polish by hand. But a color correcting makes a big difference. It gives the paint a little bit more shine. We're not doing the clear bra. It was something I was interested in doing and I wanted to do. To be honest, I just don't have the money. It's that age-old saying when your brother-in-law sees you buy a brand new TV. He goes, wow, I didn't know you had that kind of money. Well, after you buy the TV, you don't have that kind of money. Same when someone buys a really expensive car. Wow, that's a really nice car, you must be rich. Well, no, after you buy the car, you're now that much poorer. I'm not going to say the price, but the clear bra for the whole front was just too expensive. I can't afford it. So it sucks. If it gets a rot chip, I'm gonna be really upset, but I mean, there's only so much I can do. Over a week since I got in the car, so it's kind of like a new car all over again. Look at that, still hardly got any miles on it. Let's see, reverse, got 163 miles. I got half a tank, and that's still the gas that the car came with. And since then, I've took the emblems off it and done the window tint. Again, two very, very basic mods, but sometimes it's the little things that go a long way. You might have heard me comment on rear view cameras in the past, just because it's one of those things I notice. This one is pretty good. I mean, if you look at the bushes there, you can see they're green, but they're not really in focus. One thing I've noticed is even the basic Ford Mustang that has a rear view camera, even if it's, you know, like the little small camera, it is really, really clear. I mean, it almost looks like HD. You know what I mean? You can see if there's someone behind you and you know, you can see a building, but it's not, you know, fantastic. But again, this video is about being relative. Everything is relative to something else. I never had a rear view camera in the ZR1, so this one is fantastic. This is my wash sequence, by the way. Let's see if I can see myself. Obviously don't do it in the sun. It's sunny today, but it's not hot. So I do a foam cannon on the whole car, let it sit for about a minute. And if you mix this right, it kind of looks like a shaving foam. It stays still, it doesn't run off. And it will soak the dirt, it kind of, you know, loosens it. And it's not that dirty, it's just kind of dusty dirty. If it's really dirty, you're gonna have to use, you know, one of the really soft wash bits and do a real light pass over it. But when it's just dusty, I typically let the foam sit for about a minute, change it to the nozzle, and rinse it off, and then blow dry it with the leaf blower. As you see, I'm wearing shorts. That's not because of my fruitcake. Oh, maybe I am. I only wear, like, I've only got 2 pairs of jeans. One of them is a nice pair that I use for when I go out somewhere, like I wore them in Vegas when I see that. And the other pair kind of like ratted jeans. It's what I use when I go to the track, because you gotta wear long pants. Plus I don't really like jeans. Plus I'm inside when the door's closed. Warms up. Alright, so sat. Now if Matt wants to improve this system, if he could put some kind of heater in it so the water comes out and it's like 85 degrees and it feels like a, you know, like a spa. This is so much easier, by the way. You just pull it out, flip the switch, you're ready to wash. Cars in the past, after you wash them, you open the door. You find that water made it in there. Well, let me show you a quick discovery that I just noticed. I'm not that impressed with, and I'll tell you if it sucks. Look at that soap. The soap got in there on the engine cover. See, it's under the glass. Well, that's kind of stupid. I don't know if it blows under there and bounces up, but yeah, that kind of sucks. So what is cool is there's all kinds of scoops. As you see, there is a scoop here for the intercooler. Well, up there, air passes through there. See, like here, air actually goes around, goes out that window. See that? The mirror is super aerodynamic. See that? It's like a wind tunnel test right here. It's so much cheaper than buying a wind tunnel. So yeah, getting the soap in the engine bay, that's kind of sucks. It's kind of dumb. Again, I'll look at it and find out where the water is going in. Might be just, that's the way they get cool air in there, who knows. There isn't really a reported problem of these cars overheating. So I guess I shouldn't complain, even on heavy track use. And again, people are going to say, well, my car is a such and such and it doesn't overheat. Well, when we refer to overheating, we refer to running the car heavy at the track. Now, I don't mean quarter mile, you know, run it down the track and then that's it. You know, I mean road course. That's where the car really experiences, you know, heat. Because it's constantly producing heat, it's making power, and it has to transfer the heat somewhere. You can see right there of how the air passes through that. It's very cool. That's probably why the water goes in the engine. Trying to make sure all the dirt's off it when it's all polished and ceramic coated. The dirt basically won't stick to it. So I just took a new microfiber towel. So it takes twice as long to dry it when it's cold. Plus, with not having a really slick finish, usually the blower on a slick finish, the water will run right off and it'll be completely dry. But when the surface is like this, it's not prepped, the water just kind of moves and sits, moves, so you're having to push it the whole way. I've probably got like 15 minutes in blow drying that. I feel like my ears are ringing. Alright, so it's all washed and it looks cleaner on camera than it does in person. It's still got little spots here and there. I did blow dry it, but because it doesn't have, you know, the slick finish, it didn't come like absolutely spotless clean, but it looks good. It looks really good. I'm just being critical. So I'll let this dry a little bit more, and Sean will be here soon, and we'll go ahead and talk about the car. He can look it over and, you know, give us his take on it, and we'll see what he thinks to the paint, and then he can get started. All right, so I want to show you a little bit about what paint correction is. I talked to people about this, and even on forums, and someone that's not familiar with paint correction, it sounds like there is something wrong with the paint and you're fixing it, which essentially you are. Paint correction is basically putting a high polish on the paint, and it's taking away the swirls and the fine scratches. So this is my truck. This is a GMC Sierra. I had Sean re-paint correct and ceramic coat this about 2 weeks ago. If you look through my videos, you see this. But there's a way to spot if your car needs paint correction. And again, a lot of it is, it's all on your opinion. Is, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If it looks good to you, it looks good to you. But sometimes when someone points out the imperfections, it's kind of like you're now more educated, you can spot it. So one thing to do is get yourself a bright LED flashlight. This is my favorite, is a LED. You can even use the light on your phone. So what you're gonna do is, my truck is dirty right now because we just had some rain, but pick a spot and shine your light at it and look at the reflection of the light, not the actual spot here as much, but the actual reflection. So you'll usually look here and it almost looks like it's got rings around the reflection. Well, as you see, apart from being dirty, my truck has almost zero because it was just paint corrected and it's ceramic coated. Ceramic coating is just, everyone is going to give you a different take on it. My opinion is it's 10 times better than wax. It lasts longer, it repels, it makes the paint stay cleaner. It doesn't protect against rock chips, but it will repel the water if it rains. I mean, it's almost like getting a free wash. The water runs right off and then the paint is clean underneath. So what I was trying to point out there, and I can't show it well in my truck, but imagine if this is the spot from the LED, and again, you can use your phone. The LED light on your phone works very well, but if you look on it, you almost see these rings that, I mean, at first it kind of looks like, you know, the way the light is reflected. It kind of does this, you know, something like that, you know. And as you pass the light over, you'll see more of this and less. That's a crude drawing, but it kind of gives you an idea what to look for. Okay, so I have a black car here, and as you see, when you look at it in the camera, you can see the reflection of me. It looks pretty clean, it looks pretty shiny. Well, right now we're under ambient light in the shop. If I pull my old trusty LED out, not the spot to the right, but the spot to the left. Not the actual dot on the paint, but the reflection of my light. You see, it kind of looks like, almost like a star. That is actually damage in the paint. See, now I've pointed that out to you. You're gonna see that more and more. You're gonna see new cars going down the street like this, and you're gonna see cars that come fresh from the body shop, and it looks really, really shiny, and everyone's saying, wow, the paint looks fantastic. And then you catch the sun on it, and it looks like swirls and holograms, and it suddenly makes you realize there's all kinds of damage in the paint. Now, when I say damage, most of this is just fine micro scratches that produces this kind of, you see it. You see it, if I get the light just right. In the sun is a really good way to spot this, but again, just trying to show you the difference here. So for factory paint, I was actually quite impressed.
Yeah, it looks good.
It doesn't really have any orange peel in it at all, does it?
No orange peel, looks good. Some light, just love marks.
Yeah.
On it. Other than that, it's really good.
It's totally clean right now. I washed it at 7:15 this morning when it was even colder.
I appreciate that.
I was like, I should make sure of it because, you know, it really benefits from being freezing cold.
The color is just...
When you see it in the sun, the color is awesome.
Yeah, on camera, this color...
It doesn't do it justice.
Doesn't do it justice.
I was thinking about this car, and when I saw it at SEMA, you know, it was the one in Honda's booth, it was under the bright lights, and I saw the color in person, I was like, that's it, I'm sold.
Well, we watched your video last night.
I mean,
I saw it come off the trailer, and I said, wow, it looks good, and then coming in now, seeing it for the first time. The color just
when
looks...
I saw it at Vegas, I was trying to be cool and keep my poker face, but I saw it and I was like, what can I do to make that happen?
If you,
I fell in love.
Yeah, if you're a car guy, there's no way you can keep a poker face around this. Yeah,
I was just kept looking at it and just the color. I mean, I liked the shape of the car, but when you see it in the color, it's got so many, dark shadows, and it highlights. It's like right here, you can, in the light, you can see that shape, and it's really distinctive. It really stands out.
Yeah, listen, I watched your other choices that you're looking at. And I've seen those cars, and it's just this has it. You look at this car, this has it all.
That's what's cool about cars, is everyone looks at a car and it speaks to them.
Right.
There's some cars that you go, I really like it, but there's something, inside that kind of holds me back. And this didn't. And especially being a Honda.
Yeah.
Not trying to be just a Honda guy, but we work on these every day. We see how well engineered Hondas are. I mean, look at your car. You track that thing, you've got how many miles on it?
180K.
180,000 miles, and you track it. It's not like a commuter car. It gets pushed through its paces.
Yeah, track, autocross, everything. It's when it's on the street, it gets beat.
Yeah.
So it's constantly getting worked.
Yeah. So that's kind of a selling point as well.
So what's the game plan for this? So I know we did the mod 2 is the window tint. What's going to be mod number 3? Some carbon fiber bits?
No, as much as I like carbon fiber, it's kind of like that. I really did empty everything to get this car. So everything we're doing right now is small things that doesn't cost me a lot, but I can build. Obviously, I want you to do the paint to make the paint protected and look better. I'm going to do titanium charge pipes, because if you look in the back window, it has 2 rubber hoses.
Right.
Well, to promote our titanium stuff, we're going to make some fancy charge pipes. Probably make extras too, so that we can sell them. Because I got a couple of NSX people contacted me and said, we're going to follow what you do, and if you offer parts. So that's something that we can make and probably make them affordable, and definitely an exhaust. Because the car is very quiet. Plus, it's a dual mode, so it basically has 2 sets of pipes going out to the tip. We're probably going to make it possibly a single mode and reduce the weight. We'd probably take about 30 pounds out of the car by building titanium, and possibly the downpipes. The downpipes make them we'll keep catalytic converters, but make them high flow cats, and again make them lighter. Either make them out of titanium or stainless. Take weight out of it, promote exhaust flow, and there's a little bit of power to be found.
Yeah, so more power, less
more
weight,
power, less weight,
more sound.
Yeah, it's all plus, right?
Yeah, it's winning.
Yeah. Is it just this side so far, and you've done the trunk lid?
This side and that quarter panel done, and then some of the stuff on the trunk needs to just be touched up a little bit. There's some scratches in it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just discussing this. It's going to be a 2-part deal, because this car was built in mid-October. I think it was the second week of October was the build week. And talking to the Acura people, they're recommending we go 90 days before applying any kind of sealant, which the sealant Sean uses is actually designed for new paint. It will breathe. It's G-Technic, right?
Yes.
It is designed, it actually says on their site, but just to stay with what Acura is saying, they're saying 90 days, and it is, what is it right now, November the something?
29th.
Look at that, 29th. So that gives us, we're just over 60 days. So mid next month will be 90 days, so maybe Christmas Day, once Sean has opened his gifts, he can just come on down here real quick, and because he'll be off. He's off that day. So yeah, maybe mid to end of December, early January, we'll go ahead and we'll just give it a rinse and put the coating on there. But this, you look at this angle, you don't see the whole picture in this camera. I mean, the shape of the car and against the lights, the shadows and the lines, it really is terrific. So I'll show you this after it's finished polishing. I've been trying to explain this, and I just talked to somebody on the phone about paint correction. They're going to be sending the car to us for a build, and he's asking about paint correction. So hopefully this will answer some of the questions. But basically, paint correction is putting a fine polish on the paint. You can see now the reflection of that light as I move across the panel. The only thing you can see is the metallic and the paint. You don't see, you know, the light get all kinds of infractions. Which this is only the one stage over this side. Correct? Okay. So I'll film this again once it gets that other final polish, and then kind of wipes it down to get all the, you know, the marks and wax marks off that. But it really does start to come alive now with the shine. That looks fantastic. Could almost turn the lights off and it'd look good. What do you think, Sean? Did it come out good?
I think it came out good.
I mean, I'm going to say it comes out good, but you do this all the time.
Yeah. Try to make sure you're happy with it, you know.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not, I make sure if I'm happy with it. If you're not happy with it, you know.
Well, I was going to say, if you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. But yeah, look at the, like here, see the reflection of the light.
Yeah, down here, the marks from the emblem came out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, whichever idiot took that emblem off with a screwdriver. I got some crap on YouTube about that. What I didn't show people is I put my hand under, and then I used the screwdriver to lever on my finger, but it looks like I was levering.
Fishing line.
Yeah, well, I had some string I used afterwards, but I didn't have any fishing line. I usually use dental floss.
That'll work.
But I was out of that. That looks terrific. So you can see now on the shine, you see the little dots we're talking about where it reflects off the paint. See how clear they are. I want to get some footage of this in the sun tomorrow. It's late tonight. Sean's been working on this all day, so I can't take it out now. It's pitch black outside. So we'll get some good video of it tomorrow. I'll do a walk around. He's going to come back in about a month and do the ceramic coat. That way we're at our 90 days. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and really appreciate you following along. If you're really enjoying the NSX content, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and you'll see more. We have some exciting stuff planned for this car in the next month. This Saturday I'm planning on starting the titanium pipes. I'll make some extra sets, I'll make some fixtures if that's something you guys are interested in. Watch the video if you like it, hit me up, these will be available. And again, we got some pretty fun stuff coming with this car, as well as some more modifications. So hit the thumbs up, click the bell, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.